Steve, what a fantastic performance. Everything went according to plan.
It did, yeah. I mean, you prepare the same as you did last week. You try and play the similar way, and it's fine margins, isn't it? That's why, as delighted as I am with everything that happened today, I didn't think we were miles away last week either, and they're the fine line. So can't get too down when that happens last week, and I don't think anybody else should. And then won't get too high today because we've got 4 games in 9 days, is it, or 10 days, and then. And luckily for us, we look like we're getting a bit of strength back, and we've filled the bench today, and we've been able to make substitutions. So yeah, it couldn't have went much better today. Obviously, what I'm like, a clean sheet's as happy. I'm as happy with a clean sheet as I am with the 3 goals. But we've scored pretty much 2 goals in every game we've played so far, and it's not rocket science that we are creating a lot more. But just thought we looked really solid without the ball today as well, and made them work hard.
First half, 0-0 at half time. Their keeper pulled off 3 very good saves, hadn't he? And he denied us a deserved lead at the break because we nullified their threat.
Yeah, it's difficult because you do everything, you do a lot of things right in the first half, but you've got nothing to show for it. But the main message really was having the belief to keep doing the right things and keep doing the same things and trust in the way that we play. And I think chances will come, and two fantastic strikes in the second half and a really well worked goal down the side. So as I say, we just had to trust that the way we were doing things would work out in the end, and it did.
Well, Hatfield scored 2 goals, but it was one of those moments I was there for Ben Headley, because that was his first league goal in 167 league matches.
Yeah, I'm always on to Heads about, he's technically very, very good, and he's got a really good strike with both feet, as he proved today with his left. So yeah, I think if he backs himself more, he'll certainly bag goals. Maybe not as spectacular as that, but no, it was a tremendous strike. But it was just a good build-up as well. We got from one side to the other, and got rewards in the end. But as I said earlier, be delighted with that. As good as I was last week, I'm as happy. I might not look it, but I try and keep things level. I try and keep balanced. So that's gone now. Now we've got to look forward to the next game and have a look at the bodies, and we might be able to freshen things up, or do we freshen it up? And so yeah, we'll enjoy that, but the plan will start now for the game on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday night against Fylde. They were relegated last season. They got some pretty good players in there. Changed the manager also during the summer, who also want to prove a point.
They're a good club. I've played against them at various. I played them in National League and National League North, and any team that comes down and they've spent a lot of time in the National League will have good footballers and will be a good team. So yeah, we'll get to work on trying to work out the best way of trying to beat them on Tuesday now.
We were busy yesterday afternoon bringing in 2 lads, Dan Hopper and Ty Barton. What do you think of behind these 2? What are you hoping from them?
Very different. We needed bodies in, because last week we couldn't even fill the bench. So we needed bodies in. Ty's been in the country a little while now. He's been at a couple of different clubs, obviously. His dad's an ex-teammate of mine, so I had a good conversation. And he's somebody that can play a number of positions. He's competitive. He's calm on the ball, as they showed us on Thursday night. Fit boy. Good attitude, great attitude. So he could cover right back, centre half, centre midfield. So he's going to be a good addition, hopefully. And Dan's probably what we've maybe been looking for, an out-and-out winger who we can mix things up a little bit with. Tough today to come on a sticky pitch for your debut as a young lad, but yeah, and as I say, Alice done well when you came on. It was good to get Kiro his National League North debut. So yeah, as I say, things went really well today, but under no illusions how difficult this season's going to be. As I said last week, nobody's going to get promoted today or relegated today, and the same happens. So very different score lines, but move on to the next one, and we're happy at the moment.